Hey guys, what's up? It's Mike with Trendsetter Shaving. Haven't been on here in a while and I apologize for that. I've been cutting a lot of hair. As you can see, did my own today. But I want to talk to you guys about my barber setup, what I use, what I do at home when I have clients come over and I cut their hair. I'm not necessarily licensed yet. I'm getting there. I'm going to be going to school for it here in fall to get the actual barber's license. But I mean, all that set aside and said, I wanted to just show you guys my setup and kind of walk through some of the stuff I use and show you a little bit of tips and tricks as far as what's a good mobile setup, because I know a lot of guys are actually in a shop, in a booth, they're not a mobile barber. That's what sets me apart. What I'm actually going to be doing once I get licensed is be somewhat of a mobile barber where I come to you. So that's what sets me apart from the crowd, and that's what you got to do to be a good barber, I think, nowadays, is to find something that sets yourself away from the crowd. So I'm going to walk you through my setup, show you what I got, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright guys, so first things first, this is actually kind of my bathroom setup, so I do apologize. Like I said, I'm more of a mobile barber. So usually what I take with me is this guy here, and then I have my caddy down here. So I'll kind of walk you through this, show you what I got, how it all functions for me. If I'm here in the house, first things first, I have my sanitation on point, man. I put all my stuff, my guards, my combs, all my shit in my barbicide first, man. No questions asked. Whether I used it or didn't use it, before it touches the client, it sees that barbicide. And, if I run out of barbicide, probably not going to happen because I got a gallon of it in my closet there. Alcohol, great for stuff as well. If you need to just wipe down, the top of your caddies and tops of your aftershaves, anything like that. It's just good to keep this around, So, all I can recommend if you're going to be doing this, if you're going to be barbering, seriously, get yourself one of these, man. If you don't have barbicide, I can tell you right now, safety regulations and health code is going to shut you down quicker than you can bat an eyelash if you're not sanitizing your stuff. So I can't stress enough, that's probably the most important thing out of all this gear that I got is the sanitation right there. So I'm going to go through this drawer caddy, I guess you could call it. So what I was using for a long time, and this is all just recommendations, guys. This isn't stuff you got to have. Just going to show you what I got here. So this is just the Wall Pro Series clipper. And, there's nothing really too fancy about this. It's kind of hard to do with one hand here. This isn't anything that's like a Wall Seniors or Designer, Fade, nothing. It's just your regular, basic, generic Walls, okay? This is what I learned on. But I did, however, put a senior blade in there, and I zero gapped it, not to the point to where I'm cutting people and scarring their neck up. We don't want that, but enough to where I could, get some good practice with this and, learn how to fade well. So, the Home Series wall clippers, in all honesty, pretty damn good for the money. If you don't want to buy a Seniors or something because you're still learning like me. Because like I said, I'm going back to school probably this fall to actually get licensed for this stuff. But, that said, I've been doing this. I've been cutting hair for probably 8 years now. I just haven't ever really had a license for it. It's just been one of those things people come see me if they want it cut. Sorry guys, this thing's kind of hard to get back in here. Back in this case, one hand. But you know, I mean, people saw my cut, saw my gear, and were like, damn, you know, I can come see you for half the price of a full shop barber right now. I'll do it. And that's kind of how I got my start. So this is the whole mobile drawer caddy. This is all my primary use. So up here, you know, I started on the regular Walls Home Series. These are the guards that come with this guy here, my cordless. And these guards are a hell of a lot better than what come with the Home Series clipper. These are the like metal guards. And the little trick with these, you know, if they're not fitting too well, they're rattling around on your head, you can bend this clip in a bit to get them to fit better. But I mean, really, I wouldn't recommend that until you run into a problem, until it's not fitting. I mean, because generally right out of the box, these things fit pretty good. I mean, if you look at all these little tabs, almost none of these are tweaked at all, because out of the box they fit pretty good. So I mean, unless you got it rattling around on here, don't mess with them. But as far as clippers go, this cordless I really like. The only thing I didn't like about it, no speed adjustment whatsoever. The only speed adjustment you're going to get is when it slows down. It makes a terrible noise because it's about ready to die from the 90 minutes of charge that it has. But the plus side is the cord that comes with it, you can actually pop that in and keep running it just like it's a corded unit. So that's kind of nice because a lot of cordless units don't have that option. I went ahead and I put a senior blade in there, Walls senior blade. Guys, we'll take a look at that up close. So as you can see how those teeth are all just straight? No stagger, no nothing. That's what you want for fading, and I zero gap this. You guys can see that. And, you know, the blade that came with this thing kind of was a piece of shit. It's a staggered blade. I don't know why. Why, Wall? Why? Why would you put a stagger blade on a clipper that's supposed to be for fading? That doesn't even make sense to me. So, needless to say, I got the best blade Wall makes, in my opinion. Again, that's just my opinion. And that's the senior blade. Pop that sucker in here, zero gapped it. She's fine now. Now your Andis, if you're used to Andis, a lot of Andis have their little marks here for like your quarter, your half, your full open comb. What's nice about this, aside from most of the other walls, if you take a look right here, you actually have your markings. So we got closed, quarter, half, open. So I mean, it's not the best marking, it's not the clearest, but it's there. So that's kind of neat. I really like that about this clipper. And put my cord and shit out of the way here. But I've got my baby brushes. These are great. Sally's like 90 cents to clean your clippers with. Don't mess with the stupid little brush they give you with. I've got some Speedos on the way to replace my 1/16 for my fading and into my bald fading and stuff. You know, these are just kind of my extra combs. For the most part, these metal ones are what I use. And then my second drawer, I've got all my combs, and I've got a good mix of things from big tooth to small tooth to rat tails to volumizing combs that have like, you know, like a texture comb. I've got my flat top comb, my blending combs. I've got my wave comb, you know, just to have that good bristly, you know, if I'm doing African American hair, Hispanic hair, white hair, doesn't matter what it is, whose hair it is, I probably got it in this drawer. You know, and I even got my, back in here, my brushes, my rounding brushes, blow drying brushes. And I got some of that toolbox liner stuff, Walmart, like $4. Did the whole thing up, got my aftershaves up here. Only the best of the best. See here, top drawer. I got some capes, kids cape, because I do kids from time to time. I got my regular 90 Chevette, just 90 angle. and I got my butterfly. So I got both, depending on what I'm doing. I got my shears, and these are just the wall shears. I've actually got some better ones on the way. About a $60 pair of shears on the way. Mustache shears, which these are actually great too if you're just doing a lot of point cutting on like bangs or, you know, sideburns, things like that, where you're not necessarily doing the whole head of someone, but you're just touching up edges. These are great for that. You know, regardless that they are actually meant just for a mustache. And I don't have my wall peanut yet. Got this little guy that came with the home series. But as long as you keep this adjusted, keep it gapped, and keep it oiled, and keep a fresh battery in there, I mean, this thing works just about as good as the peanut. I don't know. Right now, I'm not a real big fan of T-trimmers. I don't know. I think Andis kind of sucks, in all honesty. Don't like a lot of things they have to offer. So anyways, let's move down to the caddy here. So the caddy is just kind of my overall what I'm not using a lot. So what I'm using a lot and what's at hand is always up here. So my caddy is just kind of a little bit of everything. You know, my overstock, I guess. I got my panade, you know, to fill my duster up. I got my duster. I got dry shampoo for them guys that want that longer emo rocker haircut stuff. Got mousse, volumizing mousse. Different types of Barbasol if someone doesn't want to do the wet shaving neck shave thing and they want just basic neck touch up. I got the Andis Cool Care. Love this stuff, honestly. Walls brand of stuff, not too bad, but that's the only thing I will give Andis is their Cool Care is good stuff, man. Lubes up almost better than the wall oil. Keeps your clippers cool, and it sanitizes as well, which is, I mean, that's really nice. I don't think a lot of them actually disinfect some of the sprays. I mean, I could be wrong on that, but of course we got our Easy Blade, more panade. You know, and what's nice about this is if I run out of my, you know, the regular barbershop smell panade, it's nice about doing clients at home sometimes. I got just about every single panade they make in my personal collection. But there you go, guys. I mean, for the most part, that's pretty much my whole mobile setup. So like I said, guys, that's my whole setup on stuff. I'm not saying you have to buy any of the stuff I use or whatever. I'm sure I'll probably be getting new stuff I'll be showing on here and showing you guys how to use it. But hope you enjoyed checking out my stuff, seeing how I do it. If you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to leave below, or any recommendations for new stuff, new gear, barber schools to go to, whatever, man, let me know. I love to share and trade information. So thanks for watching, guys, and until then, get your shave on and eventually your cut on.